From the Mumbai studios of Republic TV, it's time for Arnab Goswami on The Debate.
Arnab Goswami on The Debate at 9. Presented by Vivo. Powered by Renault Hike and Nestway.
Good evening and welcome. The head of forensic medicine at the All India Institute of Medical Sciences has named Shashi Tharoor. He has named Shashi Tharoor in a formal statement before the police, the Delhi police. The statement was made, Shashi Tharoor was named. The papers are there, they have come out now. This happened in October 2014. The charge that Shashi Tharoor tried to contact him through a third party. On the phone in a recorded interview, Dr. Sudhir Gupta, who should be joining me tonight, one of India's most respected forensic science experts, says that an attempt was made to put pressure on him to describe the murder as a natural death by describing the bleeding or hemorrhaging of the stomach on the night Sunanda was killed as a pathological problem, not one because of poisoning. Now viewers, I'm not concluding, I'm not making any inference, I'm not saying who the murderer is or the main conspirator behind Sunanda's murderer is. At least not yet. Shashi Tharoor went to court, somehow trying to desperately stop Republic TV from reporting on the murder of his wife. And he failed to get us banned. And tonight, on behalf of the entire Republic team, we resolved to carry this investigation till the finishing line. The general view building up is that this was a very, very professional killing. She was beaten, bitten and injected with something before she died to make her fall unconscious so that she could not resist the final act of the killer. Nobody deserves to be killed like Sunanda was. This reporting of Republic TV must reopen the case. The case must go to the CBI. The people of India have no faith in those who covered up the evidence that Sudhir Gupta, who will be live with me tonight, was hinting at. And here we will take the case to its logical conclusion. The investigation has just begun. Non-stop investigation tonight. The big story is the doctor at the All India Institute of Medical Sciences, and not just another doctor, but the head of the forensic science department, has named Shashi Tharoor. He should be joining us live. That's going to be a sensational interview. And at 10 o'clock tonight, once again being targeted by Taslima Nasreen. Targeting Taslima Nasreen once again is Asaduddin Owaisi. Taslima versus the Fanatics. Debate number 2 at 10. And here are the headlines, top of the week this Monday evening. On the debate tonight. Yes, Shashi Tharoor was named. Never seen before. Super sensational on-record statement by Sudhir Gupta, the forensic chief at All India Institute of Medical Sciences, accessed by Republic TV. Non-stop coverage. AIIMS forensic chief Sudhir Gupta joining us live. Named Tharoor thrice. Why was this kept hidden for over 1,000 days?
It's no doubt that when the postmortem was going on, Shashi Tharoor faked some palpitation in his heart.
Did Shashi Tharoor try changing Sunanda's autopsy report? Dr. Sudhir Gupta's dramatic claims raise more and more questions tonight. Even as the former AIIMS chief confirms meeting Tharoor after Sunanda's death, the details are getting more and more explosive.
It is an issue that concerns the Muslim community at large. So there were a lot of youngsters. The police could sense that anger, and which is why perhaps they may have taken a decision that she should be sent.
Owaisi's men hound, harass and chase away Bangladeshi author in exile Taslima Nasreen. If this is not intolerance, what is? Where is the award Wapsi gang now? And using logic and rationale, Taslima takes on the Fanatics. We have some questions for Mr. Owaisi and his party tonight. That's at 10. Ladies and gentlemen, the investigation into Sunanda Pushkar's killing has seen many twists and turns. The lapses in the Delhi police investigation have been glaring. They are embarrassing. My team at Republic TV and I and Prema Sridevi have relentlessly followed this case. And we will continue in our pursuit for the truth. And tonight, viewers, in this pursuit for the truth, we bring you this explosive document. This is a never-seen-before sensational document in which the All India Institute of Medical Sciences Forensic Sciences Chief has named Shashi Tharoor. Dr. Sudhir Gupta will be joining me live. He has stated that Shashi Tharoor tried to influence him indirectly while preparing the post-mortem report, which is stunning even as a charge. Dear viewers, this is the first time that Shashi Tharoor's name has come up in the case. It's there with the police. The facts have been there, the charge was there. Then the nation wants to know, why was this fact hidden? Why didn't the Delhi police mention this crucial statement in the status report to the High Court? Republic TV editor Prema Sridevi and I spoke to Dr. Sudhir Gupta to unravel this mystery. And he revealed more sensational details.
Sudhir Gupta is one of India's top forensic experts. He is also considered among the world's finest. In October 2014, in a statement attested and signed by the Delhi police, he went on record and said Shashi Tharoor tried to contact him through a third person to put pressure to change the autopsy report and make Sunanda's murder look like a natural death. Here is the part of the report in which Shashi Tharoor is named.
Republic TV has an explosive copy of this statement of Dr. Sudhir Gupta before the Delhi police. And in this statement, Dr. Sudhir Gupta for the first time reveals the name of Dr. Shashi Tharoor. The question is, even when the Delhi police had a copy of this statement in 2014, why is it that this was not revealed by the Delhi police before the Delhi High Court?
Then he said that I can declare the death as a natural. Then I can justify the hemorrhages in the stomach, which I have written due to poisoning, in the light of some colonoscopy done in Kerala hospital, that these hemorrhages could be due to pathological reason, not due to poisoning. So in this way, I can revise my post-mortem report to natural, because the document of ISRA report, negative, is totally it will be supporting of my revised opinion. So it could be done. Let's do it. Multiple times he has taken his name. He said me that he's calling me again and again, and that is the reason I compelled to speak to you, Dr. Gupta, and let us talk into this issue. Since I went to his house, we discussed this. Then he said that he is suggesting that there is a pathological bleeding seen in the colonoscopy in Kerala hospital. So the hemorrhages due to poisoning, which you have mentioned in the stomach, can be revised in the light of negative discharge report as due to natural reason, and that could be due to natural cause. I have said to the police. Police especially asked me, is Shashi Tharoor also influenced you? I said, yes. And in this fashion he influenced.
A few weeks back in Thiruvananthapuram, Republic TV's Rhythm asked Tharoor a specific question. Predictably, he dodged.
Dr. Tharoor, can you answer whether directly or indirectly you tried to get in touch with Dr. Sudhir Gupta, the man who did the autopsy on Sunanda Pushkar?
Republic TV is not drawing any inferences on Sunanda's death. Not yet. And we would like to emphasize, not yet. But when the forensic chief talks about an attempt to influence the autopsy, India can't look away either.
One of the police officials there, when I was giving my statement, he said me clearly, Shashi Tharoor also tried, and yes, he was shocked. I am conducting an autopsy for Delhi police. I am collecting evidences for Delhi police case. This is the baby of a Delhi police. Case has to be investigated and prosecution or acquittal has to be done by Delhi police. So I don't know what is the issue in this case they have closed their eyes. They have completely closed their eyes, particularly the people who are in investigation. But indirectly they were sympathetic.
Minutes after our news break, we got the ex-AIIMS director who contacted Sudhir Gupta allegedly on Tharoor's behalf. He admitted speaking to Tharoor and Gupta separately but denied having tried to influence the outcome of the autopsy report.
Shashi Tharoor has not called me, but I have visited him when he was admitted just to know about his welfare, soon after the death of his loving wife.
Oh,
because I knew them both.
You knew Shashi Tharoor.
Experts say Delhi police have no credibility to continue with the case anymore.
He was only trying to cover up everything. He was only trying to influence people so that the truth does not come out. There is nothing more to the story. Shashi Tharoor knows much more than he has revealed. Or there is much more that the investigating officer has been able to find out.
Evidence that would point out to the real culprits are kept aside, pushed under the carpet, not brought out to the table. And in this IPS ka report, status report, that whatever he has presented to the court, should we call it that at least he decided, let us be professional and talk about what were the carelessness and the kind of picture that they have projected to the court, and let us at least ask that these were the facts that were not presented.
First, we exposed the Sunanda Pushkar murder tapes, and then we exposed the glaring shortcomings in the Delhi police's investigation, and then we exposed the entire file notings of the Delhi police in the Sunanda Pushkar murder case, and then finally we exposed the Sudhir Gupta tapes, and now we expose this explosive statement of Dr. Sudhir Gupta. The question is, in the light of these fresh revelations, can the Delhi police continue their investigation into the Sunanda Pushkar murder case?
Okay, we have a big panel tonight that's coming up. I'd like to introduce them, but the person on the screen, his name is Sudhir Gupta. Sudhir Gupta, thank you for joining us. Dr. Sudhir Gupta is presently the head of forensic sciences at the All India Institute of Medical Sciences. And in medical circles, he is considered to be one of the foremost forensic experts in the country and among the leading experts around the world. Now, a lot of people want to know what exactly happened. But before that, I want to quickly introduce Ravi Sharma, lawyer, C. Rajshekharan, Rahul Ishwar, Vikram Singh, Lalita Kumaramangalam, Lakshmi Iyengar of the Karnataka High Court, and we have Amrita Bhinder, and Dr. Sudhir Gupta, of course, is joining us right now live. Prema Sridevi. And I will first start by talking to Dr. Sudhir Gupta so that the facts can be clear. Dr. Sudhir Gupta, the entire nation is watching tonight. I want you to tell our viewers, Prema and I would like you to tell our viewers what happened, who called you, what did the person say. You have mentioned Shashi Tharoor's name in a report before the Delhi police. I have a copy of it. Across India, people are stunned that you actually gave Shashi Tharoor's name and there was no follow-up. First of all, I want you to confirm whether this paper I have with me, in which you are signed, attested, is an original document, you verified, where you've named Shashi Tharoor as trying to contact you. This is a document you would like to, I'd like you to cross-verify it on top of the program tonight. This is your document, right? This one?
Yes.
A handwritten document?
Yes, Arnav, I confirm this. I confirm this document. This document has been written in front of ACP by SHO BKPS Yadav. So I confirm it.
So in this document...
After that, I want to say you, there are various media reports and a speculation that I have given various reports which have discrepancies and my stand was changing. It is not true. second day of the post-mortem,
Yeah.
I have given the cause of death is poisoning.
Yeah.
First subsequent opinion,
Yeah.
I have given the cause of death is poisoning.
Yeah.
Third subsequent opinion, I have given the cause of death is poisoning.
Yeah.
Fourth opinion, I have given the cause of death is poisoning.
Yeah.
So, the cause of death from the second day of autopsy till date mention that cause of death is poisoning.
Yeah.
Now, I want to clarify, because I am a teacher also, not only autopsy surgeon, कि the sudden unnatural deaths are mostly seen in cases of, suppose, bullet injury, a stab injury, or beaten. So these are the cases are very evident and explained.
I want to come straight to the point, Sudhir Gupta. I want to come straight to the point. I want to come straight to the point. You say Shashi Tharoor tried to contact you. Tell us about that. What was that contact? Who was it through? Who made the phone call? What did the person say? Please reveal that. Everyone wants to know those details.
There were certain suggestions came to me when the visceral report has been proven to be negative by the laboratory. So since I have given in the very beginning of the post-mortem and the post-mortem report after 2 days that death is due to poisoning. In the chemical analysis report brought by police from forensic laboratory, they are saying there is no poison. So there was an confusion. In that confusion, either I have to revise my opinion or on certain basis. So certain suggestions came to me. You can revise this death or report as a natural.
Who suggested?
But they were
Who
not
suggested?
knowing the
Who
Supreme
suggested?
Court of India
Who suggested?
has been already given a very explained verdict that they don't need the chemicals of the poison to be confirmed by laboratory. So these reports
who made the
have
suggestion?
no value for me.
Dr. Gupta.
These are assisting report.
Dr. Gupta, who made the suggestion? Who made the suggestion? What did the person say? Did they mention Shashi Tharoor's name? Tell us the details.
I have seen in your coverage that you have already mentioned this was coming from Shashi Tharoor and said by Professor Deka. I respect him in a very highest manner, but he said this is a suggestions. They are saying that they, I think, need this, but you do as per your best professional wisdom.
Did the person mention Shashi Tharoor? Did Deka mention Shashi Tharoor?
I have been
Did Deka mention Shashi Tharoor?
Calling me.
Did Deka mention Shashi Tharoor?
Yes.
How many times?
Yes.
How many times?
He mentioned Shashi Tharoor. He mentioned Shashi Tharoor and he said that he is calling me.
He said Shashi Tharoor is calling him.
We met very first day of autopsy when autopsy was going to get started. When autopsy was going to get started around 9:30 p.m. Or a.m. Or around 9:30 to 10.
Yes.
Professor Deka came in my chamber.
Okay.
But he just only came as a courtesy and just to have a cup of tea. So at that time, SDM was also sitting, ACP was also sitting, SHO was also sitting. In all the board members were also sitting. So I offered him a cup of tea and then I have escorted him and he said that yes, I am going. So he went there. Later on, he said to me that I am getting phone calls.
From whom?
So these are the suggestions. But
Suggestions
you do as per
whom?
your professional
phone calls from whom? Suggestions from whom? 1 minute. Phone calls from whom and suggestions from whom? Sudhir Gupta, let's be very pointed here. Phone calls from whom? Suggestions from whom?
Professor Deka said that I am getting phone call from Shashi Tharoor to pass this message to you and if possible, it should be done, it can be done. I think they must have consulted some doctors who they may have suggested in this way because there is a voluminous medical record, more than 250 pages.
What did Dr. Shashi Tharoor
want you to do? It was not an easy job.
No, what was the message? Prema is the question. What was, very pointedly, what did they want you to do?
Dr. Sudhir Gupta, can you clearly tell us what did Dr. Shashi Tharoor want you to do?
Actually, from the very beginning,
Dr. Sudhir Gupta, if you can hear me.
People, multiple, I don't want to name many
what
people
did
to
Mr.
complicate
Shashi
this
Tharoor
case.
want you to do?
They wanted to have a natural death certificate. That I have said. They wanted a natural death certificate. And he was saying that how I can make it natural.
What do you mean, how can you make
But
it natural?
at that time, I have not gone even on that pathological report. Then later on, I asked the board member to see it from where it is mentioned. So, a micro bleeding seen in a microscopic colonoscope.
Dr. Sudhir Gupta, Arnab, our editor Arnab spoke to R.C. Dekha today, and R.C. Dekha has clearly denied all these allegations. He says that this is completely baseless, and he says that I spoke to Dr. Sudhir Gupta and I was generally making inquiries. And in fact, if you see, when Dr. Dekha was also speaking to one of our reporters, Shweta, he said that you are a liar. Now, precisely because of all these reasons, you will have to be very clear on what Dr. Dekha had really wanted to, what Dr. Dekha had told you.
I am not going on that debate in your television, please. I have conducted an autopsy. Please hear me. Please hear me. Please hear me. Don't speak what you want. I want to say that I have conducted post-mortem examination in a proper manner. I have given a certificate in proper manner for Delhi police. And I will go in the court of scrutiny if the matter comes in the court. So I maintain the chain of sanctity.
Yeah,
I am not opening a blame games.
Appreciate. One second.
So
Sudhir Gupta,
my
I don't want to get
primary
into a
job
blame game.
was to do
very,
my job
very simple
with the
question.
best
When
professional knowledge in the interest of truth and justice and law.
When we spoke
that was a
yesterday,
matter. I am not going to contest what Dr. Dekha is saying, what others are saying. I have no grievance also.
He
doesn't have grievance with anybody also.
When we spoke yesterday,
the thing is that the job given to me, done by me and my medical board, not by me only, my medical board.
Dr. Dekha, let's make it very pointed. Let's make it very pointed.
We are maintaining the same line.
Let's make it very pointed.
We are saying the same thing.
In the course of the conversation, Dr. Dekha, if you pay attention, in the course of Dr. Gupta, in the course of the conversation, you said that the suggestion that was given to you was to change the reason for bleeding or hemorrhaging in Sunanda's stomach to pathological reasons and not because of poisoning. This was a suggestion that was coming through to you, and you said this was the suggestion that was being conveyed by Shashi Tharoor through someone to you. Can you explain what change they wanted exactly? What does this mean? Pathological hemorrhaging or poison-related hemorrhaging? What does it mean? What is the change they want?
Basically, there are hemorrhages due to poisoning. So that is in a stomach. A stomach is very above his GI tract, and there was some pathological small bleeding in colon, which is very lower. That doesn't have any resemblance and continuity. So whoever suggested them, that suggestions were not at the scientific scrutiny. Even that, we have taken his plea and kept the matter before the board. We have not said that they were suggesting wrongly or with a malified intention to get some rebate or some discount from the law. No, we have discussed it. It was not standing in the scientific scrutiny. That's the reason we rejected it, and we came up to some extent. This is a malified way of approach.
So how can an external suggestion come in? I don't understand. How can an external third party come up with a suggestion on what is the reason for hemorrhaging in the stomach? If you've said it's poisoning, that's the final word. How can any third party come and say it's because of any other reason? Just doesn't make any sense. Just doesn't make any sense.
No, there are certain cases where their relatives remain in unrest. They want to know the cause of death in case of sudden deaths, where there is no explanation of death, there is no expectation of death, there is no anticipation of death, there is no any pathology, there is no any disease, and a person die. So the relatives, kin relatives, parents or the son and daughter become very anxious, come in unrest, become panic, and they want to discuss with the doctor. Tell us what is the cause of death. So we don't say them no. We call them, we ask them to sit and explain them, even before investigators. before the police officials, and the police officers also want in some
but does
cases,
anyone, sorry, but does anyone, sorry, Sudhir Gupta, does anyone actually suggest, does anyone suggest to the AIIMS forensic chief who has done the autopsy that you should come up with this conclusion or not that conclusion? Does anyone do that?
No, that's the reason, Karnav, that's the reason I have communicated this fact to the police immediately.
You wrote this in a statement to the police?
This is a legal
you wrote this in a statement to the police in October 2014? The police officials were there. What was their reaction when you mentioned Shashi Tharoor's name in the statement? What was their reaction?
No, they have written what I said. They have not denied. They have written what I said in a very comfortable environment. They heard it also. Other than the writing document, they discussed with me in length what are other issues also, which are not in document also. So they wanted to understand it, but how they have acted, whether they have acted on it or not, so that I don't know. But this was a legal issue in a serious case. That's the reason I communicated in writing and recorded by the IO.
Yes, I've seen that.
So I have not undermined that suggestions. That suggestions were not found in scientific scrutiny, number one.
Okay.
That has been rejected.
So now,
mollified.
No, absolutely. You have done your job to the best of your ability. I am shocked, and everyone's shocked, that despite this suggestion, the Delhi police did not follow those clues. I want to open up this debate by asking Lalita Kumaramangalam. Lalita Kumaramangalam, this is a simple case of justice that must be given for Sunanda Pushkar. In this case, if there is a pressure being put on the AIIMS forensic chief, this statement is on record. It's before the Delhi police. It was with them in October 2014. If Prema Sridevi could have caught on to the leads and followed up with an investigation, what was the Delhi police doing all along? Sudhir Gupta is live with us. The statement is there. He's gone on record. He's made the statements. Yes.
Yeah, the first thing is that it casts a huge shadow of doubt over the conduct of the Delhi police at that time.
Yeah.
Now, it's very clear today that Dr. Gupta is very genuine about what he's saying, and he's saying, using his words very carefully. He's not condemning anybody. He's not hinting at anything. He's just placing facts before us.
Rajshekaran.
He kept repeating that whatever was the suggestions that may have been made did not stand up to scientific scrutiny. And he has said this to the Delhi police, where he gave the verdict of death by poison not once but 4 times.
Should this not be a critical clue?
Despite that, if the police have not followed up deliberately, or I don't think it can be by mistake, it seems very deliberate, then it does cast a huge shadow of doubt over whether somebody was trying to influence the police also.
Well, absolutely. Rajshekaran, Ravi Sharma.
They did not come out with this all this time.
Arnabji, one critical point.
Yes, what's the critical point? Yes, Rahul.
Whatever
the debate is over.
One doubt to Sudhir Gupta.
2 minutes or no, give me 2 minutes.
Just 1 minute, Ravi. Just 1 minute, Ravi.
Sudhir Gupta ji, you were taking his interviews before too.
What is the trustworthy?
You were taking his interviews
Sudhir Gupta.
With great respect to Sudhir Gupta ji. Just one humble question.
Give me 2 minutes or no.
You were taking Sudhir Gupta's interviews before too.
Both of you don't speak together. Both of you don't speak together. 1 second. I'd like to go to Rahul first. Rahul first. Yeah, Rahul, what are you saying? 1 minute. Calm down. Rahul first. Rahul first.
Just one thing. With great respect to Sudhir Gupta ji, see, what you said today is very important. Even people like me who has been supporting this case investigation is shaken, because if there is a statement on October 2014, it is very critical. It amounts to suppression of evidence. But having said that, why was he silent till now?
He was not silent.
It was not in public.
He was not silent.
Almost 2.5 years.
He was not silent.
Why was
no, he's not silent. You are shooting the messenger. He was not silent.
Why did Arnab Goswami?
He was not. He was not silent. He was not silent. Republic TV has reopened the case. He was not silent.
Sudhir Gupta has revealed this entire matter before the Delhi police, and he is still the acting forensic chief of
Dr. Sudhir Gupta has been concealing material facts.
It is not easy.
And I'll put those facts in If you allow me, give me 2 minutes, I'll put
First of all, Ravi, relax. Let Sudhir Gupta respond. Save the aggression. Sudhir Gupta is responding to Rahul Ishwar, who says, why did you come up with these facts now? Rahul, that's the most ridiculous question you could have asked to a person who in a written statement in October 2014 has said this before the Delhi police. It's ridiculous that you should be hanging him for that. Yes, Sudhir Gupta, please respond.
I am responding.
No, I was asking Arnab Goswami. Why was
Rahul,
this?
you asked the question, let him respond. Rahul, let him respond to you.
During
Rahul, I don't understand what you're trying to say.
Immediately when the thing has been decided,
be on the debate, please.
we called this seat official and asked them to record my statement 2014 only. No, today I am revealing this.
What is the?
This is a document written by investigating officer of Delhi Police
where is the
2014.
question of Sudhir Gupta concealing anything? If Sudhir Gupta wanted to conceal something, this statement he would not have his signature on it. Am I right, Swapnil? Let's open the debate. Let everybody be on the question.
He is concealing something. Let me point it out to you.
What is he concealing? What is he? One second. Ravi, don't jump.
Swapnil will respond to you.
Mr. Ravi, if you let me finish. Mr. Ravi, I just need...
Yeah, okay.
See, we don't want to speak over each other. So
give me 2 minutes. It's a very important point that I'm going to raise.
But let me answer Arnab's question. Just 2 minutes, please. Just 2 minutes, and then you can go ahead. Mr. Sudhir Gupta has made a statement before the police, which Arnab raised. Today, after 3 years, he's coming on TV and uttering the same statements, what was written there. So the statement orally made before Arnab today corroborates the statement made before the police. So there is no discrepancy between the two or contradiction between the two. If this does not wake up the Delhi police, then I do not know what
I don't know what will. I don't know what will anymore, and people will lose their faith completely.
Absolutely. This is nothing but obstruction of justice by the Delhi police. If it does not, it was patted on the back for Nirbhaya case by the Supreme Court. I do not know what is holding it back today as far as this case is concerned. It must do its job. Full stop.
So, Arnab, if I can come in.
Yeah, everybody is on air. You can come in at any point of time, but don't you shoot the messenger. The person in this case is the person concealing the information, not the person sharing the information.
That's right.
I think we should compliment Sudhir Gupta for sharing the information.
The person concealing the information is Dr. Gupta. He is the one who is concealing information.
So you're casting aspersions on a professional person.
On March...
Show me the fact.
He told the police what he has to.
I'll give you facts.
How do you call that concealing information?
A CAT bench. CAT is a constitutional tribunal.
Yes, so...
CAT is a constitutional tribunal comprising of Rajveer Sharma and Ashok Kumar dismissed the plea of Dr. Sudhir Gupta. And what the CAT said, listen to this. CAT said, the email sent by Shashi Tharoor, the then Union Minister to Dr. Rajiv Bhasin on January 26, 2014, and the notice dated June 2, 2014 is issued by Dr. Adarsh Kumar, member of Secretary Medical Board AIIMS, do not reveal anything to show that any pressure was put on the applicant meaning Dr. Sudhir Gupta, to submit a tailor-made autopsy report in Sunanda Pushkar's case. The court has further held the decision having already been taken by the governing body on January.
Date. 1 second. What's the date? What's the date of that? What's the date of the CAT order? 1 second, Ravi, listen to me. You got your basics wrong. When you get your basics wrong, let me correct you. What's the date? What's the date? What's the date of the document?
Died in January.
What's the date of that document? What's the date of what is the CAT hearing got to do with this? Ravi, first of all, Ravi, listen. What's the date? Ravi, listen to me. Calm down, please. Calm down. Remember, we are talking about someone who was beaten, bitten and injected before she was killed. Now, I want to know who's going to stop us from reporting in this case. The question is this.
I want to talk about someone who is lying, who is carrying out a propaganda just to sit on as a head of...
I think Ravi, you lost the plot. Ravi, you lost the plot. Nobody believes what you're saying, Prema.
Dr. Sudhir Gupta has been stayed by the Central Administrative Tribunal for your
No, it has not been stayed. It has been stayed by the High Court. But mere stay does not mean that the findings they disappear.
Relax, first of all.
The findings they remain till the time they are overturned.
No, 1 second.
And their findings against Dr. Gupta.
1 second. Ravi, calm down. You're Shashi Tharoor's lawyer, what? Are you Shashi Tharoor's lawyer? Ravi, are you Shashi Tharoor's lawyer?
Please don't attribute motive.
No, I'm not. I'm cross-verifying.
Fact and correct and
I'm asking a question. I'm asking a question. I'm asking a question. Just checking. Just checking. Now listen. Now here's a question here right now, right? Fundamental question is this. Did Sudhir Gupta change his autopsy report? The answer is no. Question number 2. Did Sudhir Gupta 1 minute. Ravi, listen to me. Just listen to me. Don't freak out. Don't freak out, Ravi. Don't freak out on the program. Listen to me now. Listen to me. Don't try and outshout me, okay? In that department, I'm much better than you, so just take a back seat and relax, please. We can deal with a lot of people. Lalita Kumara Mangalam is countering. Yeah, Lalita Kumara Mangalam, please. Chairperson, National Commission for Women. Also joining us on the panel is Lakshmi Iyengar and Amrita Bhindar.
The courts based their judgments.
Yes.
Courts base their judgments on evidence presented before them. Dr. Gupta is saying very clearly that phone calls were made to him, and Mr. Ravi is going on talking about emails. There's a huge difference between the two.
These phone calls, Madam Lalita Kumar Mangalam, these phone calls, these are today, I can tell you that Mr. Prime Minister called me. That is no evidence. That is hearsay evidence. It's not admissible as evidence.
I cannot believe I'm actually speaking to someone. I cannot believe. Ravi, I don't know where you did your law degree from. But I really worry for your professors. Because your professors of law would tell you today. No, what's it? Prema, let's get Amrita Bhindar also in, please, 1 minute. Your professors of law would tell you one simple thing. That when a person gives a statement signed by the investigator.
I'm appalled.
Okay, Amrita, go on. Amrita, go on. Go on, Amrita.
I'm appalled that people are actually saying that whether Dr. Sudhir Gupta should be saying what he's saying, but the fact of the matter is what he's saying is extremely relevant to this case. And if we want to come to the truth of the matter, there is a dead body who had bite marks on it. It was a vivacious lady alive in 2010. She's dead today in 2014. And it takes for
it's not people saying. It is the court of law which has said that Sudhir Gupta's statement does aspire confidence.
Simple question. Did you know about the statement of the Delhi police?
It's not me.
Did you know about the statement before the Delhi police?
Did you understand how serious this matter is? There is a deceased spouse of
Can I have everyone on air, please? 1 minute.
So instead of these people being put on the side,
you're selectively choosing this.
I am placing on record a
elementary. You are repeating yourself.
Why are we not reasonably debating what is coming out? It should be put.
You are repeating yourself. I'd like to go to Lakshmi Iyengar also.
The status report has factual
Lakshmi Iyengar and Vikram Singh, feel free to come in.
I am glad that Dr.
Ravi, why don't you just for a minute, Ravi, listen. Just for 1 minute, take a chill pill and listen to the others. And allow me to make a 30-second intervention. If you want to compete in this game of I'll speak over everybody else, then remember I can speak over all of you, but I'm not exercising that right now. So please allow 2 or 3 other people to come in with respect to you. 1 second, please. Now the question is, what does Sudhir Gupta say? Sudhir Gupta says in October. And what Sudhir Gupta says in October 2014 is what Sudhir Gupta does in January 2014. Matches what Sudhir Gupta's position is in March and April 2014. He never changes his position. He always says that she died due to poisoning. Now somebody calls him and says that Sudhir Gupta, can you tweak it a little bit? Can you say, yes, she was bleeding from the stomach, but she was not bleeding from the stomach because of poisoning. She just had a problem. So what is being said, Lakshmi Iyengar, is just say she had a pathological problem. That therefore it was in a way a natural death.
Arnab, she's dead within the first, she's dead within 4 years of her marriage.
Yeah.
And they don't bring in the husband.
No.
He's not brought in for interrogation.
The question is,
the law that if...
The question is very simple. Lakshmi Iyengar, you're on the story right now.
The law is not that. Law is if the demand of dowry is proved only then the presumption is against the husband.
What theoretical rubbish are you talking about?
I
think you want to counter him also.
No, Mr. Ravi.
This is what the law is.
Go ahead.
Mr. Ravi, Mr. Ravi, you are my professional brother. So I will try to be as polite and as respectful to you. You've raised 2 points, very valid points, that if there is a central administrative tribunal which has given a decision, then that stops the case or that closes the case. I'm sorry, if that was the case, then a PIL raised by Subramaniam Swamy...
No, that's not my point.
May I finish? Let me finish.
That was not my point.
No, let me finish. Let me finish, sir. Let me finish. You can then counter me, rebut me. Let me finish. Let me make my point. I heard you when you made your point. I didn't say a word. So what I'm trying to say is that when the PIL by Subramaniam Swamy was filed, the same thing the court would have said that, look, there is a CAT decision, so your PIL is dismissed straight away. Now, that is not what the court did. The court asked for a report from the Delhi police. Now, that is one aspect. The second point that you made, that only in the case of a dowry, a husband is called into questioning. Now, that is as absurd a proposition of law, which I have never heard in my 23 years of practice. It's a very simple thing that he was the last man who saw her alive.
Section 114 of
I'm
Evidence
sorry,
Act. This is what it says.
But, sir, he was the last man who saw his wife alive, so he needs to be called into questioning. Are you trying to tell me that if I saw my wife alive, I was the last man who saw me alive, and the police will say, oh, sorry, by the way, 114 is not applicable here because you are a rich man and you didn't ask for dowry, so we'll not call you in for questioning.
By police. It's not the case that Shashi Tharoor has his statement.
That's wrong. That's elementary wrong. That's elementary wrong. I'd like to get Rahul Ishwar and Vikram Singh on the case, please. Vikram Singh, look at this. A document emerges with Shashi Tharoor's name on it.
Things.
Did any of us know?
Shashi Tharoor was totally cooperating with the police.
No, 1 second. Let's get Vikram Singh also in. Did any of us know that there was a statement with Shashi Tharoor's name with it? A. B. Question is of cooperating with the police. That's a hyper foolish argument, and I'll tell you why. You will of course cooperate with a police that takes no cognizance of the statement of the AIIMS forensic chief. Of course you'll cooperate with the police because the police is also cooperating with you.
Yes.
Simple. Police is not asking you anything, you keep cooperating with the police. Now my question is, this statement, was it taken cognizance into? The question is, Vikram Singh, what follow-up did the Delhi police do on the basis of that statement? That's something that I haven't got an answer for.
Yes.
Do we know the Delhi police was told that there was an attempt to say that Sunanda died of bleeding internally due to natural circumstances and not because of poisoning? My question is, what did the Delhi police do? What did the Delhi police do after that?
Arnav, let us understand that we cannot fault Dr. Gupta because he already gave his statement in October 2014. Rightful thing, a course of action would have been that the Delhi police should have registered a fresh case of 201 IPC of destruction and compromise of evidence.
Absolutely.
In any case, the Delhi police have not covered themselves with glory because they did not register a fresh case when the mobile phones and the laptops were compromised. They should have registered yet another case. They have not. The Delhi police, are they investigating the cases or are they covering up for someone? Absolutely. The larger question is that these two cases should have been registered by the Delhi police and they have not and faulted. And I would say those police officers who were found wanting, those who had compromised in the investigation, what action have you taken? To the contrary, your report to the High Court
out of arguments tonight
more and reveals nothing at all.
Rajshekharan is out of arguments tonight. Rajshekharan out of arguments.
In this case, Rajshekharan, suppose you compromised the investigation. No action has been taken till now. And one last point, one last very important point.
Yeah.
It is very seldom that the innocent people go and approach autopsy surgeon. It is the guilty people who go and approach
Why would you approach an autopsy surgeon?
Postmortem reports.
Why would anyone approach an autopsy surgeon?
Innocent persons do not approach autopsy surgeons.
The court has disbelieved his statement.
I'm sorry, it depends on the presentation of the evidence before the court.
How can we take what
it depends on what evidence was presented before the court. Arnab, one of the most important things is that the investigating authority is one. Just
where you're wrong in your point, and I'd like Lakshmi Iyengar to come in to you. You know, any investigation can be opened up with new facts coming to the table. That's the fact. My question is, Lakshmi Iyengar, did the court know?
Yes.
Did the court know that Sudhir Gupta had said in a written statement?
That's right.
Did the court know Simple as, did the court know, Lakshmi Iyengar, that Sudhir Gupta in a written statement had said...
Justice Sistani knew of it,
the material,
and he reprimanded Dr. Gupta.
The material produced before the court, it's itself suspect. The reason why there is a petition before the Delhi High Court is only because that a Section 302 murder was registered only 1 year later, 1 year after the death. And once the murder is registered, till date, we do not have a single accused in the FIR. Right. There is not one name. Normally, any suspect is brought on record. There is not one accused on record. And now, the High Court is to determine, based on the material on record, whether this matter needs to be transferred to the CBI. Whether the CBI needs to investigate this matter or not. Because the Delhi police seems to have done precious little in this matter. There was a special investigating team constituted, but that was also constituted only by the Delhi police. And they seem to have come to some inconclusive conclusion. There seems to be nothing that they do have with them. 2 boards were constituted, nothing came up. Now, all that there is right now before the High Court is there is a petitioner who's approached the High Court stating that let there be some court-monitored trial. Now, if the CBI is to come in, the court has to decide whether the material that we have... Yes, please.
I want one reasonable reason, if there is any, Vikram Singh, why we should not look at the evidence that has been presented by Sudhir Gupta. One reason. Why we should disregard what Sudhir Gupta says. Why should this man be called a liar? Why should he not be seen to be a professional who brought the facts out before the public domain?
The courts have disregarded that statement.
Come on, yeah. What you
keep what Dr. Gupta is saying is incontrovertible.
Yeah.
What Dr. Gupta is saying is incontrovertible but inconvenient. Inconvenient to powerful people, powerful accused, and therefore we're trying to sideline and bulldoze what Dr. Gupta has said. And the Delhi police, they have a lot of explaining to do. In the case also, they have co-opted those tainted officers in the SIT who should not have been a part of the investigation. Why have they been co-opted? Because of experience. What experience are they talking of?
Simple question
you
here
are
is...
getting the undesirable elements in the Delhi police to be a part of that SIT. And why?
The question is, Vikram, saying that we have exposed the never-seen-before police statement of Dr. Sudhir Gupta that names Shashi Tharoor and claims that Shashi Tharoor also contacted him 2-3 times through someone. The Delhi police has been sitting and hatching eggs on this signed and attested statement for 1,000 days, and I am being told, don't consider the statement. Why did the Delhi police act or not act? On whose instruction did the Delhi police show this exemplary restraint in conducting its duties?
Why was the case not registered?
Why was the
case not registered immediately?
Yeah.
On the basis...
We exposed...
Absolutely. A case should have been registered on October itself.
Absolutely. We exposed how Sudhir Gupta claimed to have been pressurized by the AIIMS director to state that the autopsy proved natural death. What did the Delhi police do? They did nothing. So today, here's the reasoning, Prema. Hang the person who was under pressure. Hang him. Don't speak a word about who put the pressure.
Shoot the messenger.
Shoot the messenger. Protect the person who was putting pressure. Use some technical ground to say, this man is malafide.
Absolutely.
The whistleblower is malafide.
It's not
DIG Rupa is malafide. Every whistleblower in our system is malafide. Conceal the case. Go to court. Put a restraint on the media. Unacceptable. Unacceptable.
And also try to gag Republic TV and the anchors from pursuing this case.
Amrita Binder is also on the debate. Amrita Binder, if you're watching this...
There is a person dead and we are finding reasons to come in the way of finding who's the person who may have caused the death. It's the most diabolical case I've ever come across. And it's amazing that people could go on TV and find a way to say that this can't be done or that can't be done. There's a person who's dead. This person is white.
What I'm against is public... Taliban-like public trial. And hanging up an innocent person without any evidence.
First of all, why are you getting so nervous? Have I made any inferences? Have I drawn any conclusions? No, I'm following the facts. I have a right to report the facts. If you want to tell me, I want to know under which schedule of the Indian Constitution a journalist is not allowed to cover the facts. Don't teach me journalism and don't teach me the law. I'm only aware of my rights and duties. Don't do this. You are speaking to people who have exposed many cases in the past. Please be careful of what you say, Ravi. Don't try to teach me either journalism or the law. We have every right to show me a right which does not allow me to investigate the facts. Show me something which does not allow me to question the Delhi police or whether it followed leads in the case. And let me tell you today, 1,000 days have passed and it is not Republic TV anymore. For your kind information, Ravi, the entire nation is asking.
Absolutely.
The entire nation is asking, like they're asking on Bofors, like they asked on Lalu Shahabuddin tapes. We take it to the finishing line, don't forget. This was the response of Lalu when we broke the Shahabuddin tapes. We will take this to the finishing line. Rajshekaran is coming into the debate. Yes, Rajshekaran.
Arnab, first, with due respect to Dr. Sudhir Gupta, because 35 years of his professional acumen towards his whatever job he has done, we should appreciate him. I don't want to cast aspersions to his experience and his profession. But let me be fair in making some comment against anybody, because Dr. Sudhir Gupta had deposed before the Delhi police with some statement. After 2.5 years, he comes out and says that whatever statement he had given to the police has not been recorded. See, whatever Sudhir Gupta says is not gospel truth.
Don't
with due respect for every doctor.
He's not said that at all. He's not said that at all. We are investigating the case and we are asking.
No, let me finish.
Well, he's not said it's not been recorded. You can't misquote facts. You can't misquote facts and get away with it on the program. That's not what he's saying. He's very clearly saying the opposite. He's saying the opposite. He's saying that I gave my statement before the Delhi police.
Whatever police investigated is said to be wrong is not also right.
He's saying he gave my statement before the Delhi police. One second, Sudhir Gupta wants to come back to the debate. Sudhir Gupta. Sudhir Gupta is back.
Person was disbelieved by court of law.
Calm down, gentlemen. One second. One second. Prema and Sudhir Gupta, everyone on the screen, please.
You are not only demoralizing the police force.
How can you not take him seriously?
You are saying
because the courts have not taken him seriously.
He's not a common man walking on the street making these allegations. He is the man who conducted the autopsy on Sunanda Pushkar. What he has said is even before he could touch the body of Sunanda Pushkar and start his autopsy, the AIIMS director asked him to manipulate the entire autopsy. He mentions the names of 2 AIIMS former directors. He mentions the names of politicians including Ghulam Nabi Azad and Shashi Tharoor. So why are you asking these questions to Dr. Sudhir Gupta, and why don't you pose some serious questions to Dr. Deka, Dr. Mishra and also to Dr. Shashi Tharoor?
Let me ask some questions. Let me ask some questions to Dr. Sudhir Gupta today.
Where is the videography report?
Let me ask some, allow me the time to ask some questions.
I have a question.
Dr. Sudhir Gupta
Ravi, 1 second. You're asking many questions, right? Let me ask you a question. Ravi, 1 second. 1 second. The person asking a lot of questions, very animated in the course of this debate, is Ravi Sharma. I'm still trying to find out what his law professors are going to say to him when they say that, Ravi, did we not teach you when we in the law school that when important lead is given in the form of a written evidence, it has to be taken seriously, not disregarded. Yes. Ravi, where is the videography report? Where is the videography of Sunanda Pushkar? Delhi police says they don't have it. Why would they say they don't have it?
That is with the police.
No, it's not with them. They say they don't have it.
What?
Yeah. We've done a sting. VKPS Yadav says he doesn't have it.
Police?
Well, what are you talking about? Now you're fumbling.
Obviously,
you're fumbling.
The police.
Why are you fumbling? You know, whenever
no, I'm not fumbling. The thing is,
question is,
there's a copy of the video recording with the SDM. That cannot vanish.
So has it been looked at? Was she
taking
a break? Taking a break. Was she bitten?
The videography of the autopsy, and they have denied. They have denied to us that they have ever conducted such a videography. Okay? And we have copies of the autopsy report where it is very clearly mentioned that the Delhi police had done the videography. But why is it that the Delhi
police does not owe it to you to give information?
All right, I'm going to. I'd say this. The Delhi police owes it to the people of India.
Yes.
The Delhi police owes it to the people of India to tell the people of India no concealment, no infringement, and no destruction of evidence. I'm coming back for 5 minutes because this debate will continue. I wanted to speak to Sudhir Gupta and give him an opportunity to respond there to Ravi Sharma, but that'll be on the other side of a short break. This is the debate on Republic.